Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Xellixor here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. In today's video, we're going to be checking out 3 different creations with 3 different themes. So stay tuned and let's check it out. So welcome back everybody. As mentioned, we're going to be looking at 3 coasters here today. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, if you would like to join us in Discord, there are links for that down below. And if you'd like to support the show in any way, there's also a link to Patreon. So let's just dive into the first creation of the day. This is Braben, made by our advanced builder Ratisboer. And here he says, "This coaster came as a joke. Thought it would be funny to make a children's strata coaster inspired by King Daka. I also used this coaster to introduce a modern tropical feeling I will be doing in a park later. Anyway, I'm sure you will have fun in this guy and make a tiny spotlight as the ride is like 10 seconds long." Okay. Keep up the good work, Johnny, and enjoy more and more creations. Well, thank you very much, Ratisboer. So let's check it out, shall we? For sure, looks like King Daka, actually. So what do we have here? We got a launched hydraulic zenith, and the stats 8.23 excitement, 4.57 fear, and a 1.29 nausea. Here the rest of the results, if you want to see them. Yeah, we'll do 1 in seat view and 1 during the night. Okay. I didn't even put the music on. Wait, there's no music in this coaster, so let's just pick something. I mean, you're not gonna hear it anyway. It's quite fun. Let's just do a chase. There we go. There you have it, everyone. Very short but sweet ride made by Ratisboer. I see the similarity between this one and the King Daka. I would have maybe made it a little bit higher, and it really needs something here at the end. In seat view it's a bit rough, but very nice coaster overall. This is the nighttime lighting. Very nice peachy colors, some teal in there, and very soft, nice lighting. You got a little chill out area here, which looks amazing to, you know, have a drink during the night. You got Chief Beef here guarding the fort, and we've got a little children's playground, so parents can go onto the coaster and you just leave your kids here to play for a bit. Very fun small coaster. I like the modern theme, and every bush, tree, rock has a place. Also like that you put in you know, the panels for the water, so people don't have to terraform when they put this in their park. It's a very nice first creation here made by Ratisboer. And let's check out the second coaster of the day. Vaulted Sanity, made by our new builder Jennings. And here they say, "Hey Johnny, this is my first coaster on the workshop. The idea was to build a hybrid coaster that was insanely fun but not too insane. I'm still getting used to the coaster builder and learning how to properly add scenery, so any tips would be greatly appreciated. Thanks and enjoy the ride." Okay, thank you very much, Jennings. Let's have a look at the coaster. I have to say, this is one of the biggest blueprint coasters that I've seen in a long time. So let's have a look at the stats here. We've got a hybrid steel track Malice Unchained, and we have a 6.53 excitement, 4.76 fear, and a 1.63 nausea. Here are the other stats. If you want to look at them, see some high G-forces in there, so let's see where they are at. But let's just jump right into the coaster. Lots to talk about in this creation. First of all, please increase the speed of your chain lift, because 8 is really slow, especially if you didn't put any scenery around the lift hill here, and also because there is another lift hill. So this like takes a minute to get to the top, and you know, once you've gone through that, a really short piece of track, you go through another lift hill. So I would definitely increase it to 23, just so people don't have to sit and wait through that for like a minute. Then make sure when you build your next coaster, make sure it goes all the way down to the floor, get a nice speed, and then, you know, you can do whatever you want. This needed some smoothing down here, because I think here that's where your G-forces are. And also I see that you use the in-game pieces, which is completely fine, but if you make them smaller, you'll get a lot of issues. So unless you make them yourself, you have a bit more control, but these pieces, when they get too small, you get a lot of issues. And right away when you come out of this one, there are trim brakes here which completely slow down your coaster. Then come back around here and you have a block section which slows it down even more, and then you get to this second lift hill. Like, second lift hills are okay in like a different setting. It's pretty fine to use a second lift hill, but I wouldn't have done it here. I think the issue is here that you slowed down your track so much here with the brakes and the block section here that you needed this second lift hill, and then you went all the way out here to finish your coaster. Next time I would just make this lift hill and then dip down all the way to the ground, get good speed, you know, make these pieces that are in the game a little bit bigger, and just make sure the coaster like goes through itself and comes back. And I think you could have the coaster in this area here, that would be fine, and just when it runs out of speed, then you let it go back to the station. So you wouldn't need this second lift hill, no trim brakes, no maybe a block section, but not right there. So just make sure it runs out of speed, and when it's running out of speed, that's the moment when it goes back to the station. Also, there are, I don't know if you have tried out the coaster before you submitted it, but there are so many head chops in this coaster. If this would be a real coaster, you would be dead like 15 times over. So yeah, like this one for example, you see this metal bar? Yeah, you'd be pretty dead if you would hit that. So, yep, you see, all those people got decapitated. So make sure you just turn off tracks, the supports here. And if you really want supports there, maybe you could have built like a custom support at the back here. So that's what I would do next time. Just make sure you ride your coaster. And if you're not sure if it was like a head chop moment, just, you know, pause the game, see if it is, because it's not very realistic. So next time, if you make the coaster blueprint like a bit small, or the footprint a bit smaller, you also have way more space to decorate. So as you can see here, these fences, they're all 28 pieces. This is maybe 500 fences around here. So if you get rid of those, you have 1700 pieces to work with, because the blueprint is at the moment 2800 pieces. So that gives you 1700 pieces to work with to decorate your coaster. So when it's smaller, it's also better to decorate. You could have put in trees, you could have made like a little mountain with some rocks and tree work, and you know, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to build a crazy city, but you could have gone for like an alpine theme, or you know, something a bit low-key, because you only have 1700 pieces, but you could have decorated the coaster with that. So that's something to keep in mind next time. Let's take a look at it at nighttime. So a lot of floodlights, and this is very bright here, and then you get some nice dim lighting with the lanterns here in the front. Also, if you have any questions regarding coasters or scenery or how to build, and that's for anyone basically that's watching the video right now, just hop in Discord and most people will help you out. There's a lot of really good coaster builders, and then there's also people who just are awesome at scenery. So thank you very much, Jennings, for sending this in, and let's take a look at the last creation of the day. Iron Man, made by our master builder, Xanato Belmont. Here he says, Tony and Pepper are strolling through Central Park until Nick Fury calls with an urgent message. A Hydra agent hijacked Rhodey's war machine and Fury needs Iron Man to stop him. Tony can never get a break. Poor Pepper. I am anticipating Avengers Endgame, we're a bit late, so I thought I would put my mind to use and make something in honor of Tony Stark. Good to ride during day or night. Seat chaser, front bumper are good POVs to choose from. Thanks for keeping the channel going, Johnny. Well, thank you very much, Sanatu, for that. So let's check out the coaster here. Really cool looking with the Stark Tower and Iron Man sign here. You got the track, red and yellow. What do we have here? Shield R&D Center. Okay, cool. We got some little town, some vehicles. Got a helicopter flying here. Very cool. So let's check out the stats on this coaster. So we have got a flawless werewolf, and we've got a 6.83 excitement, 4.51 fear, and a 1.38 nausea. Here are the rest of the stats if you want to see them. So let's just dive right in. Wow, a very nice creation here is Xanato. Really great job. I really get the feeling that you're flying through the air like you're Iron Man, and that's a really cool feeling, and it's really nice how you translated that to a coaster. We also have a look here at the nighttime lighting. It's just some nice subtle lighting everywhere, and then you get the car lights here and the windows and all the explosions going off everywhere. Let's just have a look at it at nighttime again, daytime again, sorry. The only thing I would say is like needed a little bit of smoothing here. This was a little bit of a rough patch here, but besides that, I really loved the ride. I loved going through these custom supports that you did here. This was a really cool feeling, and everything is custom support, I think. Yep, all of it is. Very nice job here, and you go a little bit fast through this part, so you don't really see the cars flipping over if you're in seat or in front bumper. You saw it a little bit more in chase, but it's very hard to get it right when the coaster is going so fast. But very cool experience overall. I really love the Stark Tower that you made. Very cool. And then you got the queues. You get this like caged in entrances here. Really like that you decorated the lift hill. A lot of people just don't do it, and you get this really boring way up. Very nice coaster here today by Xanato Belmont. Do another quick peek at night. Also love the red here, just subtle pieces of red, and really gives a bit dangerous vibe to the queue line here. But very cool coaster by Zanatu. Thank you very much for sending this in. So these were the 3 creations today. Make sure you hit that like button if you like the video. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Links in the Discord are down below. And also a link to Patreon if you would like to support the show. So thank you very much for watching. And we see you in the next episode. Bye now.